When things don't work out, there are things you could do to get your life back on track. Why? Because things always have a way of working out. You need to remember that your challenges and problems are temporary. So if for some reason you are experiencing right now a huge challenge, you are in a very difficult moment of your own life and you can't see that light in the tunnel, please don't feel too badly about it because you are not with me here since yesterday. Well, some people are, but you are not here with me since yesterday, and you know that feeling worse are going to make your reality even worse because you know that like attracts life. Everything what you feel it's going to attract everything what you are going to see in your reality. So, two questions, or even more questions, that we are going to cover today. Where to start changing my life? Why life isn't working for me, for us, for you? I hope that I'm going to give you an answer for these questions in this episode of Awesome Life Essentials. Awesome Life Essentials are very short, but at the same time, very inspiring episode that are going to tell you more information about how you can better understand yourself or how you can increase the level of your awareness. But they are also very practical episode because by showing up here, I want you to use some practical tools that I'm sharing with you here during this episode that are going to help you with your personal life. Okay, so that's wonderful. I see that you are here with me already. For everyone who are seeing me here for the first time, my name is Kasia. You can call me Kate. And what is Kate? And what is the most important, that I am the Silva Method instructor, mindset coach, business trainer. I have facilitated so many personal and training programs for people from all walks of life. But what is really, really important in this particular moment, that I am the host of this channel, where we talk about how we can improve our life for the better. So if you want to find out the way how you can make your life more joyful, more easier, then please make sure to subscribe, the button that you see underneath of this video, and click that bell that you see as well to be notified when my next video goes live. Okay, so wonderful. I have you here. So we are all about to start. Just before we start, if you don't mind, I'm just going to give you a quick note of clarifications why I was not here for the last 3 weeks. Well, if you know me, and I know that many people who are here on this channel know me quite well because you are Silva Method graduates, we used to work together, you are on this channel with me for the last 4 or even 5 years, so you know that one of my life motto is live your life to the fullest. And the reason that I was not here for the last 3 weeks was with regards to that life motto, because I've been celebrating and experiencing my life, I would say, for 1000%. So what happened really was that I had so many events to celebrate, to experience, that unfortunately I didn't find the time for my social media platform. And this is me who is serving you here on that platform. So that's why I just was not able to show up here. There was plenty of reason. The first reason was that I was celebrating Carnival, and guess what? I turned into a Barbie. Funny way. You know that in the Silva method, we use our imaginations like crazy. And we know that once you use your imagination, and when everything what you can create in your mind, you are going to follow by action, you can see a lot of changes in your life. I also celebrated 25 years anniversary of being in relationship with my husband. So we had really, really great time. I had my mom over for almost more than 3 weeks. And I've also celebrated my own birthday. I am 42 years young right now, and the sherry on the top, I believe that it was such a great present for the time that I was absent here, was to also see my daughter performing first time on the stage of the Helix Theatre. So as you can see, I really had a lot of things to celebrate. But anyway, I am already on my track and coming back to you with that live episode of Awesome Life Essentials. Okay, so I am here and let's start it. Let's start it. Remember, we are talking right now in this episode about the fact that sometimes we might have a feeling or we are experiencing a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances that life isn't really working for us. So, obviously, there are many reasons why this kind of situations may appear onto your way. And let's be honest, we probably don't know them all. And even if I would knew them, I wouldn't be able to cover all of them in this one episode of Awesome Life Essential, because if I work with people in terms of explaining them how they can live their life to the fullest, it takes me 3, 6, or 9 months to work with them one to one. Or as you know, I do provide Silva Method seminars where we also kind of explaining people what they can do to make sure that they are going to enjoy their life to the fullest. But anyway, here I am showing up today because I want to cover two aspects. And I believe that once I'm going to talk about that in a little bit more details, you would be able to put everything into your action. Because remember, it's not about listening to this episode. It's not about reading a book anymore. It's really all about to putting everything into your action. So listen, but then make sure to follow everything what you just heard. So the first aspect, the first reason that I really need to cover with you today in terms of our topic today is the fact that your life maybe still isn't working for you because of the fact that simply you don't know who you are and you don't know the rules, how this three word operates for you. And the good news is that I've already talked about it in my previous Awesome Life Essential episode. So, what I really suggest you is to jump into that episode, listen it twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then make sure that the suggestions that I leave you by in that episode, you are slowly going to put into the action. Because I clearly explained to you the reason that it's very, very important for you to know if you want to feel and as a joyful human being here on that planet Earth, you need to know this is the fundamentals, who you are and how you function in this world. What are the rules that govern our 3D reality? And this is absolutely very, very important reason for you to find out, because that might be the aspect why life isn't working out for you yet. Okay? Anything is possible. You know that your challenges and problems are temporary. Everything is going to change once you are going to make this decision. But I am showing up here today because today I want to really focus on a little bit different aspect that I believe, by my own experience, by my own observations, and by working with people, that this thinking pattern or this condition may cause you the situation that for some reason you feel, you experience that life isn't working out for you. And what I mean about that is I want to call you today about conditional happiness, or as I like to say, I will be happy when syndrome. So let's stop and let's reflect, because I want to give you a few examples to understand this concept better. And well, the funny or maybe not funny thing is that I was in my life in the past in exactly same position. Okay, so let's cover that. So raise your hands. You can even, put the thumbs up, or you can leave me some comments underneath of this video. Share this with people if they need it. But raise your hands if you notice that we have come and believed so much that so-called happiness depends on something or someone. Okay, and here are a few examples for you. Let's say that you have this kind of the thinking that you condition in order to think like that. I will be happy when I get this. If I earn this, I will be happy. When I go there, three dots, I will be happy. When I meet him or her, blah, 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 I will be happy. Who had this in the past, or who is experiencing this kind of thinking nowadays? Share with me. Be open. It's really all about your engagement. And funny thing is, and think about that as well, how many times in our lives we've earned, we've met, we went where we wanted, and yet we are not happy and joyful human being. I will be happy when has been a frequently used quote by me at some stage throughout my life. And I remember saying it to myself as early as high school. Then in college, in my university, I will be happy when I graduate. I even remember saying this to myself early when I start working for myself. I will be happy when I'm going to earn this amount of money. I will be happy when I'm going to serve this amount of people. I will be happy when I'm going to my first online product. Blah, 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 blah. But then, thanks God, I realized that when I focus on viewing happiness as some far off destination, how I can be ever happy now? And the answer is, I can't. I was not able to be happy and joyful human being because of that thinking. And I'm going maybe to upset you, but you won't be happy too. If you are going to view your happiness as a far off destination. So let me tell you right now about more in details about what conditional happiness is. Conditional happiness, well, it's not only my opinion, it's obviously trends that have been reported by so many very smart people who are working on that fact. It has been observed, it has been noticed, it has been reported that conditional happiness is one of the biggest reasons people are so depressed nowadays. People are so unhappy. People see reality, in that dark colors. And obviously, due to that program, due to that fundamental thinking, they have a tendency to say that life isn't working out for them because they cannot see any other perspective. So it's not true in so many cases. And as I said, right, the reason is and that they see and viewing happiness as a far off destination. And as you know, it prevents us from being happy and fully joyful human being. We can be happy. We can live our life to the fullest when we are conditioned by that particular aspect. I will be happy when syndrome, as I like to say. Conditional happiness, I like this definition. It's very, very clear and very straightforward, is when you need to satisfy a condition in order to be happy. So again, another examples. I will be happy when. I can be happy if. But then, again, stop and reflect is totally opposite to conditional happiness, which means that you are happy no matter what external events are happening into your life. Have you noticed this? That society drills conditional happiness into our lives at very, very, very early young age. We've been told that achievement is the way of happiness, that once you are going to achieve something, you are going to be happy. Have this and you are going to be happy. And you know what? It's even more upsetting me a little bit more that I have been observing that we as a parents, we do exactly the same for our children, for our kids. Think about that, right? How many times we said something like that to our children? Oh, you need to do this, you need to achieve this because this is only the way for you to be happy. And I'm not saying that, having a higher level of education is not going to make or cause our children to be more happy. It might, but we not supposed to condition ourselves, anybody who is around us, in order to be happy if we are going to achieve something. Think about that. I've also noticed that this carrot and stick approach to happiness results in fleeting. Why? Because it adds a lot of pressure, stress, negativity in absolutely every aspect of our life. And again, I'm going to repeat myself. You are not with me here since yesterday. And you know that once you are going to be under pressure, once you are going to be under stress, your life is going to show you exactly the same. We know that your reality is mirroring everything in terms of what do you have within yourself, who you are. So if you are going to have this program, if you are going to be conditioned by that I will be happy syndrome, think about that. Think about what you are going to experience in your life. But then the good news is, and I always like to question so many things, who says that we cannot be happy in our life? Who says that we cannot be happy even if we are experiencing bad things? Who says that we cannot be happy now? Why do we need to have beautiful clothes, amazing cars, money, or status to be happy? We don't. We don't need it. We don't need it. But we all have just agreed, as I put it for myself here, to create some boundaries around when we can be happy. We've believed so much that for us, in order to achieve this, in order to go there, in order to do this, in order to be with somebody, is equal our happiness. But it's not true. It's not true. So now, because my awesome Life Essential episodes are all about practical tools, today I also wanted to tell you what you can do straight away to be happy in the present. Because we know that most unhappiness comes from thinking in the future. All anxiety is future thinking. And I always love to talk about that because if we would use this approach into our daily life, being happy in now, how many levels of depressions we are going to drop down. But again, this is kind of the trendy, what we have been observing in our society, conditional happiness. But okay, we know that it might causing, the fact, the issue, or the feeling, or the thinking that life isn't working for me right now. And here, very, very quick 2 tips for you, what you can do to start shifting that current moment into your life. And today I'm bringing you 2 really lovely tips that I have been practicing since I can remember. The first one is all about being grateful for your present life. And the second one is focusing on the present moment. And again, if you want to find some guided meditation about these 2 aspects, because maybe you need some guidance, it will be easier for you to implement this into your life. You will find plenty of guided meditations in terms of being grateful and focusing on the present moment here on the Silva Method Ireland YouTube channel. I've recorded for them already like crazy. Okay, so let's focus now on being grateful for your present life. You need to focus on what you have instead of what you're missing. This is the simplest way to attract even more abundance, more happiness, more joy and fulfillment into your life. And believe me or not, or trust me, don't even listen to me, but make sure that you are going to put everything what I am saying into your life just as a test. Just make sure that you are going to do some experiment and see how you are going to feel, how your life is going to show up for you once you are going to practice being grateful every single day. And as I love to say, start from the fact that you have a roof above your head, that you have opportunity to eat a healthy breakfast, that you can go outside and you can breathe a fresh air. I'm not even going to say anything more. I'm not even going to say anything more. Start from the fact that you are healthy human being, that there is a new day for you to wake up and you can experience this day. And then give yourself a time to practice this. Practice this every single day, many times. Practice this feeling during your day. And then once you are going to see a difference, make sure that you are going to consciously focus on the present moment. If this is hard for you to do so, imagine maybe, observing the kids or children from the past, even thinking about yourself, how great we were when we were kids, when we were focusing on playing in some game. If you are a parent, it will be easier for you to observe your kids doing some activities and they are fully in this particular present moment. And when you are in present moment, you can feel any anxiety because when you are in the moment of now, you are only focused on being in the moment of now. So other practice that will help you also to focus on being in the present moment is obviously very popular in our community: meditation, dynamic meditation, guided meditation. But again, as I like to say, if for some reason you are still struggling with meditation, go for a walk. Spend time with the nature. Do some activities that you will feel and you will know that you are in the moment of now. So 2 tips, very, very simple tips. Let me know after a while underneath of this video how you find them, because I can tell you straight away that even though they sound very, very, very simple, they are very effective. The most effective tools that you can do for yourself in order to start changing your life for the better. So, by the end of this episode, what I really, really, really feel and what I really wanted to say to you is start to replace, that program sentence that society drills in our head, that is, I will be happy when, to I am happy now. Because we don't need to justify happiness. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. So, guys, thank you so much for being with me here during this awesome Life Essential episode. I really hope that you find this insightful. I really hope that you understood the fact that if you want to start fixing your life, if you don't want your life sucks you anymore, you need to first of all understand who you really are. Absolutely, you need to understand the rules they are operating in this 3D reality. You also need to know, you need to trust that absolutely everything, guys, and you know that I have been telling you this from almost a decade. Absolutely everything that you need in order to improve, fix your life for the better is inside you. But you need to discover that. You need to discover that, because once you are going to discover what kind of mechanism I do have within myself, right? And then how I operate, how I function in this world, you are going to understand the concept about conditional happiness. And then it will be easier for you to change the way of your thinking, to change the way of your feeling. And you will know that everything, what is really happening for me, is the moment of now. And as I put it here for myself into my note to share with you, is that it's an illusion. It's an absolutely illusion to wait for the future to be happy. Why? As you can feel joy and happiness only in the moment of now. My pleasure. Thank you so much, guys, for commenting here. My pleasure. And what I wanted to say is that if you are ready, if you feel that you want to start, your own self-discovery journey, guys, first of all, deep down into this channel, you will find here a lot of different master classes. You will find very inspirational and educational video. And be up to date with the Awesome Life Essentials episode, because I've designed for them to help you to start changing your life for the better. I've designed them to help you to better understand yourself, and with the time to be able to increase your awareness level. Okay? However, if you feel that you are ready for something more, you know that I have been facilitating the Silva Method seminars, live and online. You are more than welcome to check all the details. You will find the links underneath of this video. And if you have a feeling that, oh, definitely, I know everything already about life, I know who I am, but I really would like to go a little bit deeper, one-to-one work is available with me. Also, many different links you would be able to find underneath of this video. You know where I am, you know my details, you know my contact details, so please make sure to reach me out. And what I also should say, please also remember to sign up for our newsletter, because then you are going to be up to date in terms of everything what I or Silva Method community we are sharing with you on the daily basis. So it was absolutely great to be with you here again live. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, and see you next week. Same time, 1 p.m. Monday, the Silva Method Ireland YouTube channel. Better and better.